Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahawah by Shimmy Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there, spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh by Shimmy Shai. And Shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright, I want to do a live, I try and make it quick, but you know how it be. I wanna do live on how the Most High Yahawah he deal with that element of surprise. Because a lot of I be reading comments on social media. When some talking about, oh, the Most High can't exist because people doing bad shit. Because because people doing bad shit and nothing's happening to them. And I'm like, what? Like that's not even scriptural, that don't even hey, the Bible tells you why that shit happened. Why punishment for a wicked act is not executed speedily. Punishment for a wicked act is not executed speedily. To paraphrase that I think, yeah, wicked deed. I should, yeah, wicked deed right, Shalom. Yeah, the power be going out over here in Texas. And Texas, the Texas infrastructure here, the grid here is not built for a snowstorm. Hey, it's not prepared for a snowstorm. Just like, hey, these wicked people, they not prepared for that judgment because they don't think it's coming. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. And this is judgment, by the way, even if it's being done using Esau's weather modification systems like HARP and chemtrails, or combination of the two, which it probably is. It's still judgment. Yeah. But it caught a lot of people down here by surprise. You know, just like, hey, just like when the people, hey, just like, let me just read the verse, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because sin is against, hey, just like judgment catches the wicked by surprise. There you go. Both the wicked and the wicked of our people. 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but your spirit bears witness, you know, that you're Israelite, that you're a son, you're a prince of the power, right? Or you're a daughter of Zion, you know. You got that salt, you got that flavor, you got that you go through the curses. Got that zeal, not according to knowledge though. That's 2/3 of y'all. 1/3 is gonna come to the truth. 2/3 are gonna be cut off, but yeah. Let me bring out this precept. Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. You know, because they don't think nothing is gonna happen. Also, on the flip side, you have people that don't think that there is a Most High because of Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Yeah, because sentence against evil work is not executed speedily. So they don't think that there's a Most High because people out here have a fucked up view of the Most High. Like they don't. Hey, they real ignorant about the Most High, Yahawah, and how He works. They're real ignorant about how the Most High Yahawah works, right? They believe that they believe that consequences for going off, consequences for being wicked should be the same as, you know, when you touch a stove and your hand gets burnt. They believe that it should be the same. And so so that's why they're like, oh, there must not be a Most High, you know, because they don't have the faith and they don't have the wisdom really to comprehend that, hey, maybe the Most High Yahawah is letting the wicked rack up charges so that whenever he does come down on them, he can come down on them hard and with good reason because they've done so much wickedness. They don't think that way. Now maybe the Most High Yahawah is setting up the wicked to get judged. Made me think of a precept, Romans chapter 9. Romans chapter 9, where it talks about Pharaoh, which is referring to Esau, Edom, referring to the wicked. And why he let them be in power. Romans 9, 8, starting at 13, right? It's talking about Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hate. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness? Say Moses, oh, have mercy. Oh, have compassion. But for the same purpose have I raised up that I might for me, and may not be declared able to or have mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. Him that formed it, why hast thou made us? You know, people be replying against the Most High Yahawah, talking about, talking about, like, why the wicked, why the people are around, why are they around, why are they in. That's one thing they say. And another thing they say is, of course, like, verse 21, had not the powder power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. Verse 22, what if Yahweh, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much suffering? The point right here, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. Verse 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory, vessels of mercy, which he had before prepared unto glory. You know, they created him just to smash him in the end. Just to smash him in the end. Yeah. Just to smash him in the end. Also, said, God, because it's really before pride come before the fall. Let me get that. That's Proverbs 16 and 18. Let me get it. Proverbs 16 and 18. Go before destruction and the haughty spirit before a fall. So he's the wicked think they're gonna get away with this shit. Esau thinks he's gonna get away with all the atrocities that he's done. And hey, you 2/3 niggas and you wicked Jezebel bitches, right? You wicked shameless women. Y'all think y'all gonna get away with it, which is why you keep doing it. Got no fear. But instead y'all have pride. But what pride come before the fall, and the haughty spirit before pride goes before destruction, the haughty spirit before fall. So Hey, y'all being set up too. Y'all being set up for the okie doke. You know, y'all being set up for the okie doke while the meek gonna inherit the earth. Let me get another one. Job, Job 20. Job 20 goes into the wicked. Actually, let me bring out verse 19 because it kind of has to do with this. Better is it to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Because you know all that spoil that these devils got, that is going to be taken away from them. You know, and you 2/3 that benefit from the system, even though not that much. You benefit from the system. You also act like Esau to your own people. Like you fuck your own people over and shit. That's gonna be, you snake your own people like Esau. That's gonna be taken from y'all too. You know, the wicked, they think they're in good case right now, but they're gonna find out. Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked, and that word there is for labor, shall be in straits. I mean Slakia shall come upon him. Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahawah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. You know, all this happening in the fullness of his sufficiency. So when he thinking in good case, when these devils, they're not expecting it, that's when it's gonna happen. When they least expect it to happen. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. You know, Yahweh Shai, you know, the man of steel, right? Because that's who they referring to. You know, a Superman is basically a reference to Yahweh Shai, Kal Allah, Kal Il, Kal Allah. It's actually Kal Allah. Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him. Verse 26, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places, a fire not blown shall consume, it shall go ill with them that is left in his tabernacle. You know, all this happening, well, out of nowhere, by surprise. Verse 27, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Verse 29, this is a portion of a wicked man from Yahawah, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahawah. You know, no, they're not going to get away with it. They may be getting away with it right now, but that don't mean that they ain't going to pay for it. That just means that the Most High Yahawah is letting them rack up charges, you know. When their sins reach on the heaven, that's when he's going to crack down. Isaiah 47 also goes into this. Isaiah 47, verse 12, starting there. For thou hast trusted in thy, you know what? Verse 8. Oh, verse 7. And thou says, I shall be a lady forever. And thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Verse 8, because it goes in, that's why I'm starting from there. Verse 8, therefore hear now this, thou Slakia, thou that art given the pleasures, that dwells carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But in pride, they say these things. Basically, America gonna be around forever. Let's speaking about America here. I mean, they show they in the way they move, in pop culture, Hollywood, all they show the U.S. being around and these Babylonians being around, hey, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years later, and cruising around space and shit. Verse 8, therefore hear now this, thou that are given the pleasures, that dwells carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know loss of children. That's pride of these devils. Literally saying I am and none else beside me. I am conjugated as he is. What Yahawah means. They call themselves the Most High. Verse 9, but these two things shall come upon thee in a moment, in one day, both the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it had perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Again, calling themselves the Most High. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee, that thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and destruction shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. That uppercut sucker punch. Verse 12, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou may be able to profit. Thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail, Most High Yahawah telling them again. Try to put off that mischief. Verse 13, thou art worried in the multitude of thy counsels, because they can't figure it out. Let now the astrologers, the star gazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee, from that mischief, from that evil. Verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm at, no fire to sit before it. They're not going to be able to do it. Verse 15, thus shall they be unto thee, which thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. They're not going to be able to put that mischief off. Babylon not going to be healed a second time. Or Rome not going to be healed, because this is also Rome. Babylon not going to be healed. Rome 2.0 not going to be healed. No. There's not going to be another Renaissance. That's it. That's what they trying with that great reset, but it's not going to work. Let me get a precept about she's not going to be healed. Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon. There's answer in verse 9. But she's not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So, hey, can't heal this place. It's through. So forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. You know, why y'all gotta come out of her, my people. Cause this place ain't gonna be healed. This time Rome is dead and gone. You know, and hey, also it says for judgment reached unto heaven is lifted up even to the skies. You know, the Most High Yahawah been letting Babylon rack up charges, but now he about to crack down. He about to he about to cry out at once like a travailing woman, right? Let me get that precept because he's held his peace. I lost connection. Esau, hey Esau, fucking with the connection, of course, too. You already know. Isaiah 42 and 12, though. Salakia 14. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. Because the Most High Yahawah been holding back. But hey, that 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 time is over. To an end. Hey, the day, the day, how coming like a thief in the night. Yeah, fucking Esau's bitch ass. You know Esau's bitch ass. You know what he do. He gets mad and cuts the live. Gets in his feelings and shit. But I'm back at it. Esau's fucking with the signal, and also the grid is kind of fucked up. And I be using Wi-Fi sometimes. Hey, cause it's a fucking snowstorm out in fucking Texas, yo. Like, look, fucking snowstorm. Fucking more snow than people expected too. That's unusual right there. But hey, let me get back to the precepts. Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were giving, eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You know, because they ain't watching. Hold on. Yeah, they ain't watching. They focused on the bullshit. They focused on the bullshit. They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. You know, they scoffing at the prophets, right? And they tell them to get right. Same thing they doing now. So yeah, man, this is all evidence that the Most High Yahawah, he deal with that element of surprise, man. The proof is in the Bible, man. No, just cause just cause a wicked man, just cause he's not punished for the bullshit he does right away, that doesn't mean that there's no power, that the Most High don't exist. Like, that's fucking stupid, man. And that can be easily debunked, easily proven wrong. That's really it's a simple ass argument that you atheists have, can be easily cut apart. It's a weak ass argument. Ver, hey, 2 Peter 3 verse 3, because this is kind of y'all in the way too. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. Verse 4, and saying, where's the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahawah the heavens were of old, and earth standing out of water and in the water. Verse 6, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed water, perished. Verse 7, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Verse 8, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with Yahawah is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. Verse 9, Yahweh was not slack concerning his promise, as some man count slackness, but is long suffering usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Verse 10, but the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and works that are therein shall be burned up. So that's two witnesses right there. Yahweh Shai and Peter. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all the old conversation and godliness? Verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, when the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Khan, call Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, Shalom, Mark. You. Yeah, yeah. So, hey, but this is meant to be a short live. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon. Straight into the point. I want to give all praise to Yahawah by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Shalom to the real sisters out there. Shalom to all of y'all. Shout out to Bayat Dawada. Stay strong. Stay strong until the end. Shalom, Esau, you're going down. Hey, we got it.